Welcome back to Derby Kingdom, guys. Steve Powell here with the old smash up for MS Camry. We've got our problem situated and she's doing good this time. She is doing good. And we're going to show you what we got, what we're getting at. I managed to source out another plug wire. For all Toyota guys, that are going to be running vehicles from 2001 and older, for the 5 SFE and the 3 SFE, the spark plug wires are the same. They are the same between the Soleras, the Camrys, and the Toyota RAV4s. And I was able to spot a RAV4 last night. Ironically, I did some research and I went poking around a little bit, and I found one. I found an old scrapped one. And luckily the spark plug wires were still there. So now we have, well, now I wouldn't say brand new. They do look like they're half decent. They don't look like they're very old. So yeah, we got 4 brand new spark plug wires, 4 brand new spark plugs, 2 new coil packs. So for the ignition system itself, other than upgrading to actual professional racing gear for this engine, which is limited, there's not much else I could do. I could check my timing and put a new timing belt on it. I think they're like $12 on Rock Auto. Hours work roughly. It's not very much, especially when you got these cars as good as what I got. But let's get at it. Yeah, we got all of our spark plug wires fixed. And even so, if you guys happen to look at it and be like, no, boy, that's not going to work. All these are, you know, it goes in slotted down. And this one went on the side, but he's still clipped in. Even though he's mounted different, he's still clipped in on the back. And he fits in there beautifully. He is working wonderful. So that's taken care of. That's done. That's completely taken care of. Fuel system. Like I showed you yesterday, all the crap that was in it, how much we cleaned out of it. I spent an hour or so just swishing some warm water around inside vigorously, like, you know, to try to get everything that I could get up, and I think I got it all up out of there. Let's have a gander. What? Let's see what we're looking at here. I just don't want to end up filling the tank and then just not be the only damn problem, eh? So, have a look inside, and I managed to get her pretty clean. Let's tip all the gas forward. And, okay, we still got a very tiny amount there. Not half as bad or half as much as what we had. No, that's it. So I would imagine a fuel filter will be able to take care of the rest of that, which would be dandy. There's one more thing that I do want to try before I can say that this thing is a runner. Again, come up here. How slack is my throttle cable? Not very much. So what I'd say I'm going to do is I'm going to back this up a bit. I'll try to give her a little bit more of a lower idle. And probably, what's that? What size is that there? That little guy down there for the idling screw, that there. It's probably a 10. We'll try 10. Let's see if we can move it with a 10 mil. That's half my reason too, I'd say. Would you look at that? Can't get no easier than that. Right on the floor. Bam. Good to go. Okay, let's see what we can do. She's a hot one today, guys. She's a wild one. But I don't want to go complaining because I'd take the desert every single day. Over the desert. I'm like a cat. I don't like being wet. You know what, fellas? It's gonna be smaller. I say that's probably an 8. We're gonna get an 8 on an extension ratchet. And a 1/4 inch. Derby State's still not cleaned up yet, guys. We ain't there yet. Oof. Oh, 10 mils not last though. Put that one there. In. I'm gonna grab this little guy and this little guy. And yeah, give me a second. Okay, all right. We got our vacuum line up here, which I had noticed was making a massive vacuum. So this should help out big time. All of our coils and coil packs and spark plug wires are good. Just trying to be careful and slow here, thinking about what I'm doing. Have the gas tank tipped up like this so then I knows that all the gas is at the front of the tank. We should be able to try it and see how she does this time. Okay. I had started a few minutes ago and she was doing a lot better, so let's try her again. She's out of gear, I don't need to go rolling nowhere. What can we do with that? What else am I missing? Lordy. Just getting good fuel. Is there maybe I should do that each year I delete. I wasn't gonna bother with it, but maybe it might help. Do. Trying to think now, cause well, we're obviously getting there. She seems to be running a lot better than what she was that day. She still don't sound very when she's revving up. Just trying to think now, what could that be? Sounds like she's like almost missing still. Do you think that could be my fuel pump? If it is, I will change it out. I will definitely change it out if it's my fuel pump. Just trying to think now, guys. You guys actually leave me some suggestions. She's obviously running a ton better. We have put brand new spark plug wires on it. We have brand new plugs in it. We have brand new coil packs. We have washed out our gas tank and made sure that we are putting fresh gas in there. We kinked off a vacuum line up here that was going to the throttle body, which would obviously make a big vacuum. We got that all clamped off nice and well. There's nothing getting through that. Let's see. This thing's still holding on. She's not hot enough for anything. So. Yeah, okay. She's holding her water. good. That's a bonus. And like I said, while I was out there, I changed the oil. And other than a few shots of gas and whatnot, I mean, they don't look too bad. Looks alright. Should be fine. So maybe the last thing to get this thing running beautifully would be that stock fuel tank or stock fuel pump. So other than that, guys, I mean, she runs good. She sits there and idle. She wouldn't like that out there. But now we could obviously see why that this thing was rotten. Let me get inside for a second so we can get an up close look on everything. Some fuel in the tank. It's not full, nothing. I didn't want to ruin a whole lot of gas. And I even played it smart too. I grabbed a couple coffee filters and strained out the gas to get all the dirt deposits and everything out of there. I separated the water from the gas because there was a lot of water. Okay. Guys, a better inside look. So there's just a couple pecks, not even a quarter of what was in there yesterday. Tip all the gas forward. Oh, we're still getting. What is that? What's going on there? Where's this stuff coming from? That is, I'm willing to bet that's down in here. I'm willing to bet that's up none of this. Something to do with that tube. Sorry guys, it's hard to get this camera angle. Don't seem to really be coming out though, like it's a lot of it's probably from the tube itself. I'm gonna take this back apart and there's a tube in here, a clear tube. I think what I'm going to do is add like some kind of like a screen at the end of it. I got out as much as I can, man. I even got a rag down there and held it up far enough so I can keep a hold of it and switched it around, made sure that I got everything I did the best that I could do with the equipment here. If I had some compressed air and stuff like that, it would it'd be a great help, but that's not something that I got here. So, but when I'm saying that, this thing runs 10 times better again than what I did when we were out at Gillum's. She actually sounds to run pretty good there now, and I got that vacuum line so the idle is brought down a little bit. I'm going to try to bring down the idle a little bit more myself as well. Maybe that might help it out a bit. She's definitely firing on all fours. I'm thinking that I just... one of two things is happening here now. The car is starting. The car is running. On its own, it'll idle. So, I'm either thinking this fuel pump is finally starting to see the end of her life and she's starting to be kaput, or I just need to run a fuel filter, which I should be running a fuel filter. They're not like that expensive. There's no real excuse why I shouldn't be using one. Snip, added in, done. And if you get one of those clear ones, it'll actually tell you what your gas looks like without having to go through all this mess. So I'd say that's what I'm going to be doing. Anyways, guys, I'm going to keep working at this. If we get it to run a little bit better, I'll definitely get that videoed up as well. Yesterday Oh, shoot. Oh, let me get out. Yesterday we welded up this trailing arm back together. He's not complete. He just, tacked into place for now. He's just there for now. I'd say I'll throw another bead around it, and I'd say I'll measure it the same spot. I noticed I'd throw a bead on that as well too. I'm starting to notice some key components that I didn't wrap up with my seat belts. That would have helped. So we're definitely gonna get some more seat belts down here too. So like, this is what I'm saying. This is how rotted this thing is, guys. Like, this thing is toast, buddy. There's nothing left. You can see where I cut out from my nut. This thing is a rust bucket. I think my set of rod from that side might have ripped off too. I did have it pinched together with the heat shield. I'm throwing another plate in there too. But anyways, we'll keep working on it. See where we get to. Car number 2. Who knows? I doubt it. No good. Tell me this car don't work.